Okay, so here is going to be a list of things that can potentially make you a billionaire. Alright, I comprised a list of things that might make you into a billionaire because I'm going to give you a little short introduction. The economy is at a crossroads. Manual labor is almost not worth much at all. So we need to think of innovations and technologies that are going to make life a lot easier, a lot better for everyone. Now, we don't want no wars. We don't want in the future. We don't want wars. We don't want people killing each other. We don't want people killing their wives. We don't want people killing their husbands. We don't want people killing robbers. We don't want people to steal. We don't want people to rape. We don't want people to rape. We don't want people to harm one another. Right now, humanity and our emotions are in a very primal state. People still get angry. People still get sad. People get hungry. People get desperate. People get anxiety. I think in the future, with education in neuroscience and studies and development, pretty soon, in about 1,000 years, or maybe even like 500 years or less, who knows? It depends on how much we work on it as human beings. Human emotion will be obsolete. In the future, humans will be able to control their primal emotions, and they will be able to think more rationally, more logically, less harmful, and more better and sophisticated for all of humanity. But since our brains are still very primal and emotional, and nobody really spends time to educate people on emotion, but I wrote a book on emotions, and I need the funding to get that stupid book out there, but since I don't have the millions to do it, no one is getting this book. But I have actually wrote a book on the understandings and fundamentals on emotions and how to control them. Now, I feel like this book that I have written actually is going to revolutionize the world and how we think. Now, we are very primal when it comes to our emotions, and neuroscientists and neurobiologists, they know that our brains and our bodies and everything about our emotions control our actions. If you see someone getting hurt, if you're seeing someone getting attacked, that will trigger your emotions, and that will cause you to make an action considering what you feel is the best thing. The thing we do not realize is that our brain is a freaking superhuman calculator. It can calculate things really fast, but without us even knowing. We could look at a person, at the way a person looks, at the way a person dresses, and within a fraction of a second, we could already make a decision whether that person is a threat or not. That's how fast our brains calculate things, and they calculate everything. They calculate if that person is tall. They calculate if that person is male and female. They calculate if that person is a dark skin, light skin. They calculate if that person is attractive or ugly. It calculates if a person is rich or poor. It calculates if a person is not from around here. It calculates so fast that it triggers an emotion, and it triggers an action also. So what I'm saying is, the book that I wrote, I need the money and the funding to get that shit out there, but that thing is focused on emotion and controlling emotion. And I feel like in the future, Emotion is going to be something that you can buy on the shelf. If you want to buy happiness, you could just get the happiness from the shelf, consume it or look at it, whatever, however you consume it, and you will feel happy. Now, if you want to experience sadness, you can also buy that from the shelf, because you can trigger emotions with certain things. If I get a cat, and I just slowly start squeezing the cat until the cat starts screeching, it will trigger emotions in people. Just from me squeezing a cat and watching that thing suffer. Because we do not like to see things suffer. Now, if I did the same thing with a cockroach, and I squeezed that cockroach until it's squished and dead, I would not get the same reaction as I would with a cat. Why is it that a cat gets that reaction, which is a creature or an animal, but the cockroach does not get it? I'm going to tell you this right now. Every single animal in this world has logic, reason, intelligence, and understanding. And they build, and they think like we do also. They strategize, they fear, they have fear, they have sadness, they have all these emotions. The only thing is that they're not smart enough to create technologies like we do. They might have a language that we don't understand, but they communicate amongst themselves, and they know what to do when they see someone. Why is it that when you turn on a light in a place that has roaches, the roaches run? Why do the roaches run? And then if you go to a place where they don't kill roaches and you turn on the light, the roaches do not run. Why do the roaches not run in that one, in that situation? That's because the roaches in that situation says, oh, this guy that comes in, he's harmless. He don't really kill roaches. He lets them live, and you can go right in front of him. As long as you don't bother the person, he'll leave you alone and he won't kill you. So you see, even insects know how to see whether you're a threat or not. So they have intelligence and understanding. So I forgot what I was talking about in the beginning. Alright. I don't know what I was talking about.